My name is Onakpoma, the founder and president of Quebec Food Processing Industrial Parks Limited. Quebec Food is a registered company, which we have done the registration 2 years back, and we focus on food crops, fruits, vegetables, and livestock. We're on a mission to raise transformative capital by converting uncultivated farmlands in rural communities into farm estate and setting up a processing plant to open up alternative income. We have so many lands across these countries that are not being used. That's the target to go. What are we requesting for? We're seeking for strategic partners and investors to raise 31 billion. Looks very big. Investors as lenders on senior debt financing structure who can give it to us on 12 months moratoria and 7 years repayment plan. We're offering 9% for the low tenor. Equity finance, we're ready to give out 20%. The purpose of the fund, 8 billion is required to build Quebec Agritech City and Farm Estate project, which we have talked all over the years with other infrastructure, world-class cassava processing, starch plants, and all that. 1 billion is required to revive existing integrated farms. What we do in Quebec, we have been able to figure out existing integrated farms, estate, processing mills that are financed by Bank of Industry that are lie down because of no provision for refinancing for them to restart. Then 22 billion is required for farming, for food crop across 5 zones in this country. What's the problem? We all know, food problem. Everybody's crying for food. Price of food are going up and all that. So because of that, we feel farming is very key, and that's why we initiated the program after last year, NDIS, giving us a platform that was wanted us to talk to Nigerians in diaspora. That led to what we call the Make We Go Farm program. Tell your neighbor, make we go farm. It's a program to sensitize Nigerians to go back to farming. We have a lot of you sitting here this afternoon listening to me. You have vast family lands that are nothing to do about. A few years back, I asked people in Ohajegbema local government in Imo State who turned us to ATM machine for 6 years. ATM machine for 6 years, holding their lands and all that. And I asked them for this year, were you able to save 20,000 naira? The answer is no. For Ghana, people don't sell their land to foreign investors. They go into strategic partnership for years. What they do, there's a certain percentage they give to you, certain amount they give to you yearly. When they start producing, then you earn certain percentage on what the entire facility generates. So secondly is to also connect civil servants to ensure that they come together, cooperatives and all that, because there are a lot of funds by cooperatives on the civil servants end. There are a lot of farmland, real estate land purchase that nothing is being done, and years to come, people are just there, nothing is happening. Let's convert them to farm estates. This will lead to 60 million Nigerian youths to be engaged in agriculture, and I'll tell you why. What's our strategy? What will it contribute? The strategy is to increase food production. We want to introduce what we call health insurance scheme for farmers, which we already have 2 insurance companies that are fighting to get that contract and get it done. So the target is to cultivate 200,000 hectares of farmland, translating to 1.2 million Nigerian youths as a pilot phase. Next slide, please. These the same farmers will also contribute to national housing funds and all that and become taxpayers to federal government. Technology transfer will be done to ensure that all our food science, technology students now begin to have ideology on what to do, not to work on e-trees and banks anymore. Next slide. Strategy is simple. We have already sent letter to the presidency, sent to the Honorable Minister for Agriculture to see that the Condemned Ministry of Agriculture can come into this scheme and work very well. Secondly, to promote financial inclusion and access to finance by farmers to ensure that through Quebec Cooperative we work with Bank of Agriculture and other financial institutions. Already Bank of Agriculture has given us a letter to invite us for collaboration on this. Now we work with NIDCOM, Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit, and all government agencies to make sure that this work. This is a typical design. This design you see is a typical farm estate that will come up in Ebonyi State, fully registered by the Ministry of Lands and Survey. Nobody can come there and drag that land. We have done all that. These are the exportable products we want to produce. We talked about cassava last year, but here in NDIS, you have palm oil and rice that you can purchase, and I can tell you, you can't contest that oil and rice in anyone. What you see in Nigeria today is rebag. Secondly, you have rice seedlings that have been recycled, and people just eat whatever they like. But NAFDAC is telling you, what you eat is capable of what? Saving your life. What you eat is capable of killing you as well. This is our team. Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Mr. Onakpoma.
Thank you, sir.
Your enterprise will be located where?
Here in Abuja.
Here in Abuja. Okay. Is there anyone who has any question for him? I'm taking 1, 2, 3, and 4. Quickly. Can we have the second mic? We still have about 8 more pictures. So time is of essence.
I'm interested in the name, Quebec.
Thank you, sir.
Is that from Canada?
It's from Nigeria, but we're already working ties to see that we have a presence in UAE and Canada.
Oh no, because you said Quebec. We have a province,
Yeah.
You know, but
Those discussions are ongoing. And
okay.
we trust God before second quarter of next year, it will be live.
Okay, well then we talk about, you know, how Canada can be involved in your project.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Number 2.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, he answered it. He asked the same question I was going to ask.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So we go to the madam in front of you. Please take the mic to the gentleman in suit there. That'll be the next person.
I've listened keenly since yesterday. Nobody's really talking of food storage. That is where I'm coming in. What plans do you have for food storage? Like my brother who said they have talked about corn going up every day. If we have talked of food storage, warehouses where we can store this thing, by the time they come out, the new foods are coming. You purchase them and store them. When they are going up, then you can bring them out. You don't need to spend more money. For example, since September, we started doing food storage. Then sometime in April, May, June, you can start bringing, depending on how the money is going up. When you decide to sell, you sell. So as we're also talking about agriculture, let's also look into food storage. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Can I take that?
Okay. No, hold on. Okay. You will take them together.
Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Omonigo from Fupre in Efro. I quite like the idea of bringing in civil servants. In fact, that was one of the questions I had for the previous session. In Fupre, we have people there, Federal University. And then again, in your pitch, if you are able to put in things like power and food are national security issues, that could strengthen your pitch. And then Madam talked about food storage. That was number 1 here, market information systems. What do you have in place to integrate production, processing, storage, and access to market? Thank you.
You have it noted,
Okay,
no?
yeah.
Okay, so you go on.
Let me take from Adam. Storage. This project is like a support to the Special Agro Processing Zone project. Because the Special Agro Processing project is to focus on processing, storage, and all that. But where there's a missing link, how to get Nigeria's back on track. We were part of those who tender for the feasibility studies of the Special Agro Processing Zone. We have a technical team within and outside the country. So Quebec Agri-City model covers storage facilities and all that. Time could not allow me to do that. If you give me the whole time, we won't live here. That's the gospel truth. And I want to thank my boss, Mr. Fatino from Leadway. Thank you for joining us this year.
Okay, good. What about
then the second one, power is part of it. That's why we are raising 8 billion for that. Already, without power, we cannot achieve anything as far as agriculture is concerned. Secondly, we are focusing in rural communities. I want to let you know, it might only take time for Nigerians to believe in what Quebec is trying to do. Every community, as far as this country is concerned, will be designed to have a standard farm estate project with mini processing plant and storage facility. People don't store seed, harvested products anymore. Technology has taken place. Before now, you know, they store yams, the better parts of yam. But there are seeds that are there now you can breed and replant and all that. So we want to help those communities, and I can assure you, Nigerians are ready to farm. Just continue to follow us live on radio, on our social media platform, and see how we are going to grow Make We Go Farm initiative.
Okay, thank you very much. I think the questions have been answered. So Quebec Farms, food processing, you can take your leave. Thank you very much.